Jude 1:14-15. Enoch, who lived in the seventh generation after Adam, prophesied about these people. He said, "Listen, the Lord is coming with countless thousands of his holy ones to execute judgment on the people of the world. He will convict every person of all the ungodly things they have done and for all the insults that ungodly sinners have spoken against him." Welcome back, you guys, to my channel. What you're going to see in the background are some things that's going on in the east. There's some floods and some things that's going on. So I'm actually just going to talk to you guys about a few things while I just show you what's going on in other parts of the world. Okay. Now, I want to talk about Nibiru. Okay. I want to talk about Nibiru. This is why the earth is experiencing so many things right now. So I just want to go over some things that I wrote down about the destroyer. And I wrote this maybe like, this was in like 2016. Okay, so I'm just basically going to go over some things that I already shared on my page on my website, and I'm just going to go over it with you guys while you guys just see what's going on. Okay, so first, let me see. All right, so as you guys know, the Bible talks a lot about the destroyer. Okay, so a lot of people want to know what the destroyer is, and I'm just going to tell you guys about it. Okay, so the destroyer and the Most High, in the Bible, have a connection, you guys. A lot of people who read the Bible um, can see the connection. So I'm just about to make the connection with you guys. Okay, so the description of the destroyer is very similar to the Most High when it comes to describing the Most High's power and his wrath that he's going to pretty much put out at the end of the world. Okay, now hopefully you've made the connection. If not, I'm just going to tell you. The day of the Lord, okay, you guys, is talking about the return of Nibiru. Okay, y'all have to understand this on a much higher level. We're not living in the old days. We have knowledge now, okay, and we have a little bit more understanding. So I'm just going to just break it down to you. Now, when it talks about the earth being destroyed in the end times, it's really just talking about the disasters that are going to be happening on the earth during the time that Nibiru passes by. Okay, there is a solar system that comes into our solar system every 3,600 years or so. Okay, and the people of the Bible, okay, which is our ancestors, they knew this information back in the day, but the information was lost throughout time. Okay, so now we're living in the days where knowledge has increased. So people who have studied the Bible and have taken a deeper look at everything can clearly see that the destroyer is talking about Nibiru. It's a planet, you guys. It's a celestial body in the heavens, okay, that comes near our solar system, and it has a very strong gravitational pull on Mother Earth, okay? So when this happens, the earth is pretty much shaking. Okay, you're gonna have your earthquakes, you're gonna have volcanoes erupting, you're gonna have a lot of floods happening all over the world, you're gonna have hailstorms, with large hailstones falling from the sky. You're gonna also see blood rivers, and that is because of Nibiru. Okay, these are the same things that was happening back in the days, even during the Exodus. Okay, when Moses led the people out of Egypt, I'm sorry to tell y'all this, but there was a chariot. Okay, it was a chariot that led them out of Egypt. Okay, the chariot was the one who split the river. Okay, you just have to put all of this stuff together to see what is going on. So I'm just going to read a scripture in Psalms 18:7-15. It states, "Then the earth shook and trembled. The foundation also of the hills moved and were shaken because he was wroth. There went up a smoke out of his nostrils, and fire out of his mouth devoured. Coals were kindled by it. He bowed the heavens also, and came down. The darkness was under his feet, and he rode upon a cherub and did fly." Yeah, he did fly upon the wings of the wind. He made darkness his secret place. His pavilion round about him were dark waters and thick clouds of the skies. At the brightness that was before him, his thick clouds passed, hailstones and coals of fire. The Lord also thundered in the heavens, and the highest gave his voice. Hailstones and coals of fire. Yeah, he sent out his arrows and scattered them, and he shot out lightnings and discomfited them. Then the channels of waters were seen, and the foundations of the world were discovered at thy rebuke, O Lord, at the blast of the breath of thy nostrils. Psalms 97:5 states, "The hills melted like wax at the presence of the Lord, at the presence of the Lord of the whole earth." Revelation 6:14 states, "And the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places." Okay, so I just wanted to provide some scriptures. There's plenty more, but I want you to see what's really going on, okay? When the Nibiru comes around, there is a pole shift. I'm going to say it again. When the Nibiru comes around, there is a pole shift. I'm going to say it for the third time. When the Nibiru comes around, there is a pole shift. There's nothing new under the sun, you guys. This happens. Okay? It's a cycle. Okay? This is what happens. So you have to understand that we are talking about planets. Okay? Powerful celestial beings. Okay? They are living beings. Okay? So you have to understand that the destroyer that we're talking about is a planet. It's a planet, you guys. Okay? So I am going to go over something that's in the Kolbrin Bible, just so that you guys can see the connection here between some of the things that are in the Bible. So I'm going to go over that right now. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so in one part of the Kolbrin Bible, it states, "The dune shape called the destroyer in Egypt was seen in all the land's whereabouts. In color, it was bright and fury, in appearance changing and unstable. It twisted about itself like a coil, like water bubbling into a pool from an underground supply, and all men agree it was a most fearsome sight. It was not a great comet or a loosened star, being more like a fury body of flame. Its movements on high were slow, below it swirled in the manner of smoke, and it remained close to the sun, whose face it hid." Let me make a point here. Nibiru will be coming from behind the sun, you guys. This is what it's saying. It was behind the sun. So when it makes its appearance, it's going to come around the sun, and then you're going to see it in the sky. It's going to be like a second sun in the sky. So you're going to see this bright object that is in the sky, which people have already seen. So apparently it's no longer hidden behind the sun. Okay. Now, there was a bloody redness about it, which changed as it passed along its course. This is on this little cycle, you guys. This is on this little orbit, Nibiru's orbit. It caused death and destruction in its rising and setting. You get that, you guys? So the destroyer, the planet, you guys, caused death and destruction, and it is rising and setting. Okay, it swept the earth with gray cinder rain and caused many plagues. You hear that? It caused many plagues, hunger, and other evils. It bit the skin of men and beasts until they became molted with sores. Okay, the earth was troubled and shook. The hills and mountains moved and rocked. Doesn't that sound familiar, you guys? What I told y'all about that pole shift. Does that sound familiar? The earth reeled to and fro. It's the same thing. It's saying the same thing, y'all. The hills and the mountains moved and rocked, you guys. Okay. There was earthquakes, you guys. This is also what this is saying. So the earth is going to shake. There's going to be earthquakes. The dark smoke filled heavens. Okay. And it was a cry, okay, of the dark Lord, the master of dread. Thick clouds of fury smoke passed before him, and there was an awful hail of hot stones and coals of fire. This sounds kind of familiar to the scriptures I was just reading in the book of Psalms. Doesn't it not sound the same, you guys? The doom-shaped thundered sharply in the heavens and shot out bright lightnings. Oh, the same thing what I just read to y'all. This is talking about Nibiru. It's talking about a planet. Okay? The channels of water were turned back unto themselves when the land tilted, and great trees were tossed about and snapped like twigs. Then a voice like 10,000 trumpets was heard over the wilderness, and before its burning breath the flames parted. The whole of the land moved, and mountains melted. Do y'all know what that is? Volcanoes. Volcanoes erupting, you guys. Okay, the sky itself roared like 10,000 lions in agony, and bright arrows of blood sped back and forth across its face. Earth swelled up like bread upon the earth. Y'all, clearly, if y'all don't understand what I'm trying to tell y'all right now, then I guess you will never understand these things, okay? Clearly, y'all need to understand these things right now, because this is real. This is not fantasy. This is not something where, you can run or hide. You can't run nowhere and you can't hide from this, because the entire planet is going to experience this. There is nowhere for you to hide. Even if you go underground, the scriptures is already telling you that volcanoes are going to be erupting. There is magma under the ground, you guys. The core of the planet is heating up. So those people who think they are escaping, you're in your graves. You're going to be buried underground. Okay? Now, this is not to cause fear, you guys, Many people read the Bible and just like, they read it in a way that they don't understand it. So they're scared. Okay, this is why it's like, the fear of the Lord. Because our ancestors were scared when this planet came around. They experienced this. They saw this stuff happening. They saw the events that was happening on the earth. They saw the plagues, okay? They saw the earthquakes. They saw the volcanoes erupting. They saw people dying. They saw the floods. They saw and witnessed all of this stuff, and those who survived wrote about it. So that's why we have these scriptures today, because they was trying to warn us. They was trying to tell us what was going to happen again at a future time, because they knew the cycle of this planet, that it would come back and it would return to our solar system. This is the reason why, you guys, this information was passed down from generation after generation, so that we can know what's coming. But many people today want to hide this truth. They don't want you to know this truth. But I am here to awaken you. I am here to let you know, okay, that these things are real. And you cannot be afraid of this. I know and understand that a lot of people are afraid of dying. And that's basically what it is. Everybody's fearful because they don't want to die. Okay? They don't want their loved ones to die. They don't want to face the facts. They don't want to face the truth that, oh my God, like, could we be living in a generation when these things come to pass? Could we be the ones that's caught up in these floods? Could we be the ones that's caught up in these earthquakes? Can we be the ones where we're seeing these volcanoes erupting? Could Yellowstone erupt? That would be devastating, you guys. We don't want to face these facts, but you have to face it. And you must understand the truth. Okay? This is not to spread fear. This is to awaken you so that you can know what to expect. Now, many people out there just like, I just don't want to know, Okay. Well, what about your family? Do they want to know? Do your kids want to know? Are you being just like the governments and everybody else, hiding this stuff? Who are you to hide this stuff? You need to let people know, and you need to prepare yourselves. Okay? This is what's going on right now. You're going to keep seeing this. Okay? This is not something that's just going to go away, you guys. It's not. As this planet, as you will see this system, okay? People are already seeing these objects in the sky. Okay, these are ships in the sky, chariots. Okay, these ships are here to monitor, okay, the earth. They are here watching everything to see what's going on. They are surveying the earth, keeping a watch out on everything. Okay, because some of them ships are going to land, you guys. It may not be right now. It may be in the future time. But at some point when it's time to evacuate the people on the earth, like the scripture says, this is why they're here, you guys. A lot of people are afraid of ships and chariots and other beings, but they're actually here for you. They're actually here to protect you from the things that are coming on this earth. You have to look at it in a different way. You cannot be scared. Okay, you have to have a positive mindset on these things. They can show you one thing on TV and show you all these alien creatures and beings that look so horrifying and stuff. Man, some of these people look like us. For real. Some of them look like us and some of them don't. Some of them may look kind of crazy, but it is what it is. There's all types of life in the universe, just like it's all types of life on this planet. Everybody do not look the same on this planet, okay? You got all these different type of animals and all these different creatures on the earth, the same in the heavens, okay? So we need to understand what's really going on today. And I'm just trying to tell you what's going on because I've already seen these things happen. I've already had the dreams and visions. I've already seen this stuff. I've already seen the chariots descending. I already seen this stuff already. Okay? So I'm just coming forward to let you guys know what they are hiding. It's Nibiru. It's always going to be Nibiru, y'all. They don't want y'all to be afraid or scared because then, people get crazy. When they start to know what's going on, people will do what? You guys already know. People going to stop going to work. You got the crazy ones that's going to go out and try to rob people, go and take stuff. Y'all know, y'all seen the movie 2012. Y'all seen all these end time movies, what people do. That's what they are afraid of. They want to keep civilization going up until the day of the Lord. You heard what I said? They want to keep things going up until the day of the Lord. And that means it's going to come like a thief in the night for those who have not been paying attention. They know what's going on. Ain't going to come like no thief in the night for them because they already tracking this. They already got technology where they can see this coming. And they've already prepared themselves. They've been started preparing way back in the day. I think they saw this in 1983? I could be wrong. Do your own research.
Water is just pouring.
But stuff is going on, you guys, and y'all need to wake up. Okay, I'm just only here to give you information. Now, you take the information and you go and research what I'm saying for yourself. Okay, I already know the truth. I'm just trying to spread the truth and spread the light. Light is information, okay? You need to seek knowledge and you need to get understanding, okay? So you need to be like the wise ones, okay? We know what's going on. We know what our ancestors was trying to tell us. We've been preparing for this entire time while everybody else been sitting here mocking other people and laughing and doing all kinds of evil things in the last days. We knew this stuff was going to happen. We knew people was going to deny what we're telling them. We already knew this because our ancestors already told us what to look for and what to expect. Okay? Now, second Peter chapter 3, 10 through 12 states, "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of God, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat." This is talking about Nibiru. Okay, it's bringing that energy in. The earth is heating up. It's talking about the energy, you guys. It's going to be hot. Okay, people already complaining how hot it is and stuff in certain areas, in certain regions. It's going to be hot, y'all. Some stuff is about to be burnt up. Okay, and that's talking about, like, you see wildfires and stuff like that. You see stuff, burning up. There's a lot of stuff that is going on, y'all, and you have to understand that this is part of nature. This is what is going on this planet. So people be all afraid and they twist the scriptures. Okay, you got many people out there twisting the scriptures and saying, "Oh, the chariots of the Most High are coming to destroy, people." No. They not going to be the ones doing the destroying. The planet itself is going to be the destroyer. It's the planet that these beings come from. So when you identify the Anunnaki or the Nibirians, you will identify them with the planet Nibiru. This is the reason why our people were pretty much persecuted, you guys, because they was associated with this planet that caused death and destruction. Okay? It was not our fault. It was not our ancestors' fault. This is a planet. How you gonna persecute people because they trying to tell you the truth about what's going on in the heavens? They knew this because their ancestors were some of these Anunnaki beings, you guys. I know that people don't want to hear this and people don't want to accept this fact. But I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry you don't want to hear the truth. But the truth of the matter is, the people of the Bible, okay, are descendants of these beings that come from Nibiru. That is a fact. Whether you want to accept it or not, that's on you. Do your own research, okay? Noah was the son of Enki, you guys. He was an Anunnaki. Enoch, he was a descendant as well. He was even caught up on the chariots. He even got to go out in space. Okay? There's a whole lot that you guys don't understand. Moses, he was caught up on the chariot too in Mount Sinai. The chariot landed. Okay? There was a spaceport in Sinai Peninsula that the Anunnaki set up. That was where the chariots was at, y'all. And back in the ancient times, there was war, pyramid wars. There was all kinds of wars back then. And the spaceport was, involved in a nuclear attack. So remember your Sodom and Gomorrah, all the cities that was destroyed and stuff. Yeah, all this got to do with your history of the Anunnaki. They did cause a lot of death and destruction. They did. So you have to educate yourself to understand what was going on, who these beings are in the Bible. Many people have been worshiping these beings in the Bible and don't even know who they are. They think it's somebody invisible in the clouds. Y'all think Moses was like talking to himself or something? He was talking to one of the Anunnaki. So it's time for people to wake up. Okay? Now, I'm going to end this video and I'll probably do some more because I don't want to get all off topic. And I don't want this video to be too long. So thank you so much for listening.